So that's us, and clearly that's worth celebrating. I just saw Ponta's goal, and I can't believe we didn't win Goal of the Year. That was ridiculous, but anyway. A few people over the last couple of days have asked me, what are you going to talk about tonight? Because I've got a little bit of history of going a little bit rogue, going a little bit off script, and taking things sort of left of centre. But to be honest, I don't really want to do that tonight. I don't really want to go into that sort of phase. I just want to speak plainly and from the heart, because if I'm being honest, the last couple of weeks have been pretty challenging, pretty tough, and it's been an interesting little period because we lost, right? We lost a game of footy, which happens, but it was a pretty important game. It was a pretty big game, and we also lost the opportunity to do something which I think we were more than capable of this year. So that hurts, that sort of stays with you a little bit. And then, because of the industry and we're in an elite sporting environment, then there's change. It's what happens in footy clubs. And so over the last couple of weeks, we've then had to say we will be saying goodbye to some really, really high quality people within our program. So that's not great either. But I just wanted to individually mention a few of those because I think it's important. So to Amber, I want to say thank you for your resilience and for your courage, particularly over the last 12 months. You only got to play 4 games with the Crows in that jumper, but you won all of them, 100%. Can't do much better than that. And every time you pulled on that jumper, you gave us 100%. So thank you very much for that. We appreciate it. To Mackenzie Darrick, thank you for your cheeky smile, which I always think there's trouble brewing, but for your honesty and for the immense talent you've brought to our squad. You kicked 4 goals in your second last game, which is the most of anyone has ever kicked for our club. And I just want to thank you and hope that as you now recover from that ACL, you continue to pursue this so that we continue to see that talent shine through. I want to thank Yvonne Bonner, who has only been with us 1 season, which seems ridiculous because the impact that she has had has been immense, and you brought great joy to our program. And we want to thank you for giving us not only your time, but also bringing your family over in Paul and Breed. And we look forward to catching up, whether on this side of the planet or over in your side, for many years to come. So thank you. To Lisa Whiteley, when I think of Lisa, I just think of heart and soul. So she is like heart and soul footballer, heart and soul person, an enormous footy intellect. I think she's got great future in coaching if she chooses to go down that path down the track. But I think what the thing we'll miss most is just like the glue that she is for our group. So thank you for your time with us, Lisa. Really appreciate it. And to Montana, I mainly just want to say sorry to Monty for making your life hard, but for everything that you've put into our program, to come into our environment as an amazing young talent, but to be playing ruck is challenging because I know that it takes some time. The way you went about it through that whole period, and then to fight your way into the team and play really good footy, and then to miss a grand final because of a really unfortunate suspension is just really tough. And we did everything in our power to get back there over the last 2 seasons, but it didn't quite shake out. So I totally understand why it is that you're doing what you're doing, and at this point in your career, chasing that greater opportunity. So thank you for your time with us. And then equally to one of our coaches, to Emma Sampson, who is one of the better humans on the planet. Everyone just loves being with Em. Em's going to head off and spend some time in the elite pathway, under 16 and under 18 state programs. But across the 3 seasons that you've been with us, Em, including a premiership in your first run at it, amazing contribution, and we're really just completely grateful. So one of the things thank you, Em. One of the things I'm most proud of about our AFLW program is the fact that our past players and officials just walk back through the door and feel really comfortable. And I look forward to doing that one day, but I'm really looking forward to seeing all those faces through our place. And I've already forgotten the word that Cliffy told us. What was it? Nuggeta? Nuggeta. So we'll say Nuggeta to all those, and we'll see them again soon. So it's been a challenging couple of weeks with all that. And then, to be honest, all of that hurt kind of pales into insignificance, because for many of us in the room, over the last couple of weeks, we also lost a work colleague, and tragically, unfortunately, he'll never come back through the doors. And he was a mate of mine and a really good bloke. And the loss has sort of sat with me a bit. I'm fairly sort of stoic sort of individual. I don't get emotive, but it's left me feeling pretty hollow. And for those of us that know him, I'll just miss his presence. He was just someone I admired and respected, and I liked spending time with him. And he won't be here as part of our club in the future. So, as I said, I didn't want to bring the mood down, but I know I just did. But he's a good fella, and he would have had a hell of a night here tonight. So I want to make sure that we do celebrate, and that's why I played the video. But when you lose, whether a footy game or of greater significance, if you experience loss, then sometimes you can just lose sight of the stuff that's really important, that really matters. And as I said, hopefully the video highlights that even though we lost, there's so much good and so much right about what happened this year that I just can't help but feel immensely proud and immensely grateful to have been part of it. And then the other part of it is that sometimes when you lose, you can also lose your way a little bit. You can start to focus on the things that actually don't matter that much in terms of winning. I'm getting back to footy now. And I want to assure everyone in the room that ain't happening. That ain't happening here. We will not lose our focus, and we will not lose sight of what creates winning. In the aftermath of our preliminary final loss, 1 point, bugger, I had to do the presser, and this journo asked a question. He said, how do you think your group will go? How do you think, you've lost 2 preliminary finals in a row. Do you think they'll be able to bounce back, or do you think it might break them? And I hope I was respectful when I answered the question, but I can't remember what I said. But in my head, I was being far from respectful. I was going, mate, you have got an idea about this group. You've got no idea. This team, yeah, we're disappointed. In fact, we're pissed. But do you think it's going to break us? That ain't going to break us. So in time, after we have a break, we will come back with renewed focus and renewed determination, and we will be doing everything in our power to make sure that we get the absolute best out of ourselves. And every season when I've been involved, and forevermore, we're here to win. And we're not here to win week by week, we're here to win the whole bloody thing, every year. And people say, well, that's unrealistic, you can't expect to win every year. But I think bullshit. Because unlike the journalists, all right, I know this team, yeah? I know the talent we've got, I know the commitment we've got, I know the fact that our players have year on year turned their back on rival offers, bigger offers to stay and to keep this team connected. And I know they're willing to do the work that it takes to be really, really good. And we've got lots of the elements that make a great team, and we're not finished yet, yeah? So as John said, I'm on board, and I am as equally committed as our players. One thing he didn't mention is that while I'll be doing the AFLW job for another year or two, unfortunately, next season I won't be involved with the men's program, which is 16 years. And so I'm a bit sad. Maybe that's part of the little sadness as well, but I'm actually really excited. I'm pumped because 100% of my focus is going to be directed to this team, to these 30 players, and making them absolutely the best they can be, along with, of course, our amazing support team that we have. And we will leave no stone unturned in chasing that, in fulfilling our potential. And we clearly are not broken, and what doesn't break you makes you stronger. So we'll be back, we'll be better than ever, and we'll be stronger going forward. But all that's down the track, because tonight we're just going to have a few beers and have a good night, all right? See you later.